Alright, hello everyone, let's continue playing Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, starting episode 5. Whoa, animations! Wow, that's new. It's been 2 months since Maya left the office. 2 months without a single trial. He's so bad, Phoenix. I've had offers, but none I took. Why? Don't you need money? You need money, right? That is, until the day that girl showed up. February 22, 10:02 AM. Writing co-law offices. I mean, you don't have any co, it's just Wright. Why do I come here to the office every day? Do your job. Jesus. It's not like I want to work. What a loser. There you are, finally! Where have you been? Are you serious? Why? My sister's trial is tomorrow. Why do you wear a bow tie? Who are you? It doesn't matter who I am, it only matters who you are. The famous defense attorney Mia Fey, I mean. Close. Close, but not quite. Dot. Oh, you're not Mia Fey, are you? I'm sorry, but Miss Mia Fey no longer works here. So you are the coffee boy? I'm Phoenix Wright, a defense attorney. Right. Wait, you're the Phoenix Wright? The Phoenix Wright from the Edgeworth murder case? Yes, that's correct. It wasn't Edgeworth who was murdered though. The Edgeworth murder case. No, it was. It's the elder Edgeworth got murdered, Phoenix. That's a relief then. You're better than nobody. I'm sorry, I'm afraid I'm not taking cases right now. But you are Phoenix Wright, right? The undefeated defense attorney. Look, I'm not accepting new cases. I'm sorry, but you'll have to try elsewhere. Please, I'm out of time. But please, you have to help. It's my sister. Maya, could it be? No. ... Okay, I'll hear you out. Really? Thank you so much. My name's Emma Sky. I'm a scientific investigator. Why do you wear a giant bow tie? A scientific investigator? Alright, talk. Emma, was it? So you're a scientific investigator? Yes, that's right. It's something wrong? No, it's just you seem kind of jumpy. Or maybe just young. Young! I'll be 16 years old this year. Wait, what? You're 15? Oh, I see. Wait, only 16? I'm set to be formally assigned to forensics in 3 more years. Okay. My work is becoming quite well known, at my age no less. So what exactly is your current position then? Well, legally speaking, I guess you'd call me an 11th grader. Yeah, about that. But I'm ready to do my job, at my age no less. Okay. Great, another future professional in training. So what's this about a case? You said the trial's tomorrow. My sister didn't do it. She wouldn't stab someone with a knife. She wouldn't. Okay. So it's a murder case. I don't care if there's a witness who saw her do it. She didn't do it. That's not how trials work. I know she didn't do it. It's a scientific fact. That's not how science works. This game insults. It's so insulting. People aren't really like this, are they? I mean, I guess some people are, but they're like right-wing nut jobs. It's a scientific fact. And there's a witness! Just talk to her, you have to talk to her. Okay, right. I suppose I will. I promised her I'd bring Mia Fey, but that's interesting. How would she know Mia? So you want to be a scientific investigator when you grow up then? Excuse me? I'm not a child, I'll have you know. No, but you're not grown up. Still, it's good to have a go, albeit a very unusual one. I believe investigations should be done scientifically. Oh, you should learn some science then. Don't you? Yeah, sure can't fault her for a lack of enthusiasm. Science isn't about enthusiasm. If this case is handled scientifically, I'm sure my sister's name will be cleared. Well, that's not how science works. It depends whether your sister did it. Your sister! I've been doing research, you know. I'm developing a new scientific method of case investigation. Oh yeah, tell me about it. I'll show you when I'm done. Okay, what? Take your time. I'm looking forward to it. Guess I should get down to the detention center and talk to your sister. My sister asked for Mia specifically. This Mia Fey person was a few years below her in school. Huh. So they went to the same school, huh? She always told me to go to Mia if I needed a defense attorney. And well, I need one. Incidentally, Mia is a woman. Now that you mention it, guess it is more of a woman's name than a man's. Well, it's nice of you to help your sister out like this. You must be close. Question mark. Well, actually, when she gets like she is now, I kind of hate her. Is this abusive? Is this like domestic abuse again? Huh? But she's my only family. Your only family? What about your parents? They died in a car accident when I was little. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me just present her with this. See this? It's my attorney's badge. Ah, well, I've never seen a real one before. You're the first one who's actually been interested in mine, believe me. Its composition is mostly silver. The gold plating is flicking a bit. She analyzed it scientifically. There doesn't appear to be any corrosion due to sulfides. I'll give you $50 for it. Sorry, but it's not for sale. Yet. $50? It's worth more than $50. I don't think there's anything new. Oh, the plant. Mia's plant, Charlie. I've been taking care of him in Maya's absence. Oh, that's it? Have you seen the film? There's a poster of the Steel Samurai on the wall. Oh wait, he changed the poster? Maya stuck it up there on the day she left. I didn't have the heart to take it down. ... I do sometimes get strange looks from the clients though. Steel Samurai. Looks like it's cleaning day again at the hotel across the way. I hear they're planning a second branch outside the city. Egads, the bellboy was staring right at me. Weirdo. Mia's desk. I sit here even less now that I've stopped taking cases. Why don't you do your job? Jesus. I ought to at least dust it off once in a while. Difficult looking legal books stand in a formidable row. They mock me. I tried reading one and it made my head hurt. When I closed it, it slipped out of my hand. Then my foot hurt too. Alright, well, let's go down to the detention center. February 22, detention center visitors room. So it's February? Or is it February? February. February. I'm never sure. I wonder what's wrong with Emma. She got quiet all of a sudden as soon as we arrived. God! I thought I told you I didn't want visitors. So sorry, ma'am, it's just your sister. No excuses! Or did you not want a raise this year? Understood, ma'am. What was that? What's that all about? Is she a cop? Hi, Lana. Funny. I seem to remember specifically telling you not to come here. Perhaps my memory is failing. I guess it is, Lana. I guess you're going senile. Look, I didn't want to come here either, okay? But your trial's tomorrow and you still don't have a defense attorney. I'll be the one in court tomorrow. This has nothing to do with you, Emma. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? Hey, how do you know me? Mia mentioned you, I've heard. Quite a bit. What have you heard? I'm sorry, what exactly is it that you do? My name's Lana Sky. I'm chief prosecutor for this district. Wait a minute, what? You're a prosecutor? Why do you dress like that? Two sisters, one a lawyer. Could this be a coincidence? Emma, Lana, I mean, they're just like... Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? Well, let's see if this is the same guy. This guard monitors the visitor's room. He is frozen in fear of the frigid Miss Lana. I'm feeling a bit treating myself. Alright. That hasn't changed. I'm disappointed. Talk the case. There's something you should know from the start. Which is, the suspect in this case has confessed to the crime. Huh. Wait, but the suspect is... me. I did it. Well, Mr. Wright. Well, why don't you begin by telling me exactly what happened? The crime took place yesterday, February 21 at 5:15 PM. That's quite specific. 5:15? It was in the witness's deposition. A witness clearly saw me committing the crime. That's a bit of bad luck, wasn't it? The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the prosecutor's office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car. The prosecutor's office, huh? In your subordinate's car trunk. Classy. I was arrested on the spot. Caught red-handed, as it were. Well, that's just great. The victim... So who was the victim? An investigator with the police department. I suppose the correct term is detective. A detective! Death was due to a loss of blood. He was stabbed once in the stomach. Come on. Come on. Stabbed once in the stomach and he died of blood loss? I mean, okay, look. I know I've said this before, this game. They never actually tell you a plausible death. You don't die that easily from a stab in the stomach. Anyway, I guess I shouldn't teach you how to stab people to kill them either. Alright, just... My point is, if you stab someone in the stomach, it takes a lot for them to die of blood loss, right? Unless like you cut one of the major arteries somehow, but you have to like get through the stomach, and because the artery is kind of further back, behind the intestines and stomach and everything else, so you kind of have to be very precise to cut the major artery. Anyway, damn it, I just did it. I just told you how to kill people. Okay, don't forget what I said. Don't learn how to kill people. By you? Death wasn't immediate, but the wound was fatal. I see. Allow me to repeat myself, Mr. Wright. The victim was a detective. You know what that means, don't you? Uh-oh. What, Mr. Wright? What does it mean? What it means? The police department will consider it a matter of pride to have me found guilty. They will use any means at their disposal to do so. This case gets worse and worse with everything I learn. So you're the chief prosecutor? That is correct. I am responsible for overseeing every trial handled by prosecutors in this district. I make sure the prosecutors have what they need to do the job and manage every such aspect. Those are my responsibilities in a nutshell. That's an awfully large nutshell. Still, I'm a little surprised. I would think you'd recognize the district's chief prosecutor, Mr. Wright. Huh? In fact, it seems impossible you wouldn't. Lana? What happened to your hand? Oh, this? I cut myself by accident, when I stabbed him, that is. You cut yourself by accident when you stabbed him? And you killed him with one hit? Huh. I'm not very good at being a criminal, I suppose. But you killed him in one hit. How am I supposed to defend this? Time to change the subject. Wait, she was in the class ahead of Mia, wasn't she? You were in school with Mia, correct? A few years above her. Emma told you that too, did she? Well, why not? I did drag him all the way here from his office. Although it seems he has very little in common with Mia. Hey, it was in law school. I was in my 3rd year and she was auditing the class. She was different than the other students. Different? She was strong. She'd do anything to become a defense attorney, anything. That was probably why she was attracted to me. Oh. Oh? Oh. Hey, tell me more about this attraction between you and me, Alana. Excuse me? Intellectually attracted. Lana was top of her class in school. Oh yeah, intellectually attracted. Okay, tell me about this intellectual attraction between you and Mia. I was the best there was. Oh. I'm doing pretty good in school too, by the way. It sounds a bit different when Emma says it. Well, Mr. Wright. Excuse me? As you can plainly see, I'm admitting my guilt. I think it's safe to say, there's no way you can take this case, none. Every defendant is entitled to representation, whether you did it or not. Whether I take the case has nothing to do with whether or not you're guilty. Again, it's insulting. This story insults you. It's not how law works. It's not how lawyers work. But Lana, why? Why are you doing this to me? You never think of anyone but yourself. I know you didn't do it, Lana, I know. So how can you say you did? If I lose you, I'll be all alone. I mean, I'm not gonna say anything. I hate you, Lana. Mr. Wright, yes, I believe our discussion here is ended. The rest, I leave to you. You mean you're requesting my services as your defense? Don't lose any sleep over it. Your client has confessed after all. The case is over. Right, I'll do what I can to get to the bottom of this. Lana has confessed to the crime, yes, but something doesn't fit. It's that look in Emma's eyes. Her eyes don't fit. That's the evidence. I'm gonna tell the judge that Emma's eyes don't fit, and that's why Lana is innocent. There's something else going on here, and I'm going to find out what. This is fan service, by the way. They just put two pretty girls in here because I guess they think teenage boys want that. It's just fan service. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. Huh? About what? My sister. She's not always like that, you know. I just never expected to be defending another prosecutor again. She's changed a lot. She used to be so gentle, always smiling. Everybody liked her. I see. Sorry, but I'm having trouble imagining that. What happened to her? I don't know for certain myself. I think maybe she... well, maybe not. Sounds like there's something there that defies a simple scientific explanation. You know, when people's personalities change, sometimes it's because they've been abused. Like, physically abused? Emotionally abused? Like, that sort of thing would cause a person's behavior to change. I'm not gonna get too deep into that because it gets pretty dark pretty quickly. I'm just saying, like, if you notice somebody's personality change, they might be in a lot of trouble, and you should try to help them. That's what the point that I want to make. Let's put it that way. Like trauma, physical or psychological trauma, can cause a person to change personality. So just keep an eye on that. Let's go check out this underground parking at the prosecutor's office, shall we? Okay! Alright. February 22, prosecutor's office underground parking lot. Why is there so much stuff in the parking lot? So this is the lot where it happened. Looks like they're still investigating. Funny that my first visit to the prosecutor's office should be like this. Hey everyone, keep up the good work! Hey, what are you thinking? Well, they're going to be my co-workers 3 years from now after all. No harm in saying hello. Hey, actually there is. You know attorneys aren't supposed to examine crime scenes. I'm trying not to stand out too much here, see? Hey there! Just expecting to go unnoticed here, partner? Partner? What the F is that? What do we have here? Looks like a bambina got loose from the ranch and is up to no good. Is that that's sexist? Folks gotta learn to keep them doggies tied down, partner. Did you just call her a dog? Did you just call her a dog? Mr. Marshall! Marshall looks more like a sheriff to me. Well, it'd be a real shame if your knife slipped. You know what I mean? Look here, Bambina, I know how you feel. But, this is my gang's gold strike, see? Oh my god, this is so stupid. This is so incredibly stupid. I can't believe they put this in the game. Strike! This is our claim, our territory, with a motherload of evidence. If you're fixing to mess with what's ours, you regret it, partner. You know what dreams the cacti... You know what dreams the cacti out in the desert dream? You want to. What the... What's this guy talking about? What's he drinking? You head along home now. Happy trails, Bambina. Dot dot dot. Was that hombre a friend of yours? Kind of, sort of, yeah, he's a detective. I think he just like... Did he just like harass us? Was that harassment? Who thinks he's a sheriff from the Wild West, it seems? Alright, well, let's look for evidence. Right there! What's this? A wallet? Excuse me, officer. Wait, what are you doing, Mr. Wright? What am I doing? I just found this wallet, so I'm handing it over to the police. I don't believe it! This is real basic. Anything at a crime scene is evidence. Let's be scientific about this, please. Just put it in your pocket. That's not how evidence works. How is that scientific? Sounds like theft to me. Wallet hastily stuffed in the pocket. A foldable wallet found at the crime scene. There seems to be something inside. I'm called to duty already, and at my tender age. Here, I'll teach you the trick to examining evidence in detail, okay? By the way, her eyes are sparkling. I can tell she's been waiting for this. Okay, now, look at the court record. You have to be sure to examine evidence carefully on all sides. This is a new game mechanic. Now let's start examining from every angle. I have to rotate. HNBM to rotate. Oh, I can use the mouse. Alright, good. Oh look, I think there might be a clue here. You should check it out with a press of enter. This is an ID card. Sergeant Bruce Goodman, ID number 5842189. See? Well, isn't scientific investigation useful? I guess so. Though I don't see what science has to do with it. Goodman's ID added to the court record. Let's be sure to examine every piece of evidence we find. I guess I've got to be on my toes from now on. Alright, so now we can like examine everything. So this is what the back of the badge looks like. And I've always thought it had a safety pin. Each badge has a number carved into it. That way you can tell which attorney it belongs to. You mean you couldn't lend your badge to anyone? No, I'd be found out right away. But that's no fun. Well, I mean, that's cool, I guess. So we got a new game mechanic. A name and ID number are written here. Sergeant Bruce Goodman, ID 5842189. I wonder why they only use numbers for IDs. What else would they use? Letters, silly. They're the reason we have a written language in the first place. True. Sergeant Bruce Goodman, ID Yabadab. See? Wouldn't that be better? No, it wouldn't. Yabadab. Well, it does have a certain ring to it. Exactly my point! It doesn't take much to amuse her. This is so stupid. Alright, what's behind here? I can zoom in and zoom out? Well, I mean, I'm not sure if that's useful, but... Look! A door! This must mean something. I'm not sure that doors mean anything. No, it won't open. A mysterious lock. I fail to see what's mysterious about it. Mr. Wright, you need to learn to enjoy life more. I do enjoy life. I just don't enjoy doors. You know what I mean? Guess you don't. Let's finish our investigation first, shall we? Aha! A ladder! That's a step ladder. What's the difference? In scientific terms, please. Scientific, huh? Look at the basic nature of things, Mr. Wright. This all seems so horribly familiar somehow. This is where the cars leave the lot. The arrow on the ground makes it look more like an entrance. What are you talking about? It's plainly an exit. Well, maybe it's both. Kind of a dual purpose. Aha! The theory of relativity is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. What? I've got to write this down. Hey, Mr. Wright. Maybe you know, was Mr. Relativity German or was he British? Mr. Relativity? Are you sure that was his name? That's so stupid. Who wrote this crap? Here, a phone. Let's see if it works. Hey, don't touch stuff we don't need to be touching. I can't hear anything. My ears. No, my ears. Maybe it's due to the... No. What's she babbling about? Hey, what'd you just say? See, you can hear just fine. The phone's broken. The phone's broken and we have a retarded... This wall is in our way. It's got a faucet for water. Wait, I know! This wall is merely a facade hiding the truth. This is no wall but a water tank. I fail to see how it makes any difference either way. Look, a stylish glass-walled room, very nice. You can see the whole parking lot from in there. Oh, okay. It says security, perhaps it's a cafe. Huh. Cafe security, yeah, that's supposed to be it. Let's check it out later. I hate to break it to you, but it's probably just a security guard's office. You know, I scored a 97 on my science test the other day. Too bad I don't have a test for common sense. Is that supposed to be endearing? Like, if the girl is stupid, so like you as the guy can feel superior? Is that supposed to be something that guys like? Look, I understand people want to feel like they're smart. But this is so obviously contrived. Maybe it's not obvious to other people, I don't know. It's obvious to me that they put this idiot character in here. She's cute and she's dumb. So that you can feel smart and superior. Right? It's like in The Witcher, especially The Witcher 3, where like everybody in the game is evil. And so the bad things that you do as the player seem less bad in comparison. Right? There aren't any good people in The Witcher at all. And so that somehow justifies the bad things that you decide to do. Right? And so like the fact that she's stupid makes you feel smart. But this is fiction, it's not real. It's fan service, as I said. And it's actually kind of gross when you're aware of it. Cause whoever like wrote this character is manipulating you to make you feel good about yourself. By making her dumb. I don't... Anyway, I'm sorry if I ruined anyone's fantasies. But that's how it is. Fan service. Holy butts! The guy was in the trunk. Now that's funny. That's funny. The guy was hanging out of the trunk and they put tape around it.